starting to run short in this season. The goals, the aspirations are still alive, and we're looking forward to this one here in Week 10 of our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Boston College Eagles. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. The Seminoles ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Addison. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. So Boston College's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, and I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Quick give, it's Dickens. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Under pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And they'll stop him right there on the return. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes Ashton Daniels. He could not miss last time out. Completed better than 80% of his passes, more than 200 yards, leading his squad to a W. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To throw, it's Daniels. That's caught. It's Robinson. Makes the grab, it down immediately. He picks up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Great job by the defense here, rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Taken down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Noles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. To the back. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And
he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Boston College, 0.
Deep in the end zone, it's Addison. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Sets his feet, it's McKenzie. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Second down, gonna throw it. Fires downfield. Comes down, it's Moore. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21, it's first down. Working that left side now. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there. Got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Now on second down. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Boston College will send out the punt team. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Slips through the line. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
On first and 10 from the 38. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that. Find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Sends it back in motion. Moving the pocket, it's Daniels. Got his man on the outside. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
He's changing the play. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. He'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Florida State. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. So the Boston College offense makes its way onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Back to throw, it's McKenzie. Finds his tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Needs it. Not gonna make it, and the fourth down gamble backfires. Offense in a bunch formation. Wide receiver going in motion. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Left side is Boggs. And the Knowles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the air on second and short. It's complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking for the edge. Looking for an alley. The handoff. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Hits inside, it's Dickens. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Dropping back, it's McKenzie. Going for the big play. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Bunch formation for these receivers. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Second and long here. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Right side, it's Riles. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Seminoles trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. He'll set up to throw. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Out of the gun to give to the back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. BC uses a timeout here at second of the half. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Addison. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Dropping back, it's McKenzie. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? And the Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking down the middle. In traffic, it's right. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no point.
Lets it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Oh, pressure's coming. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You can tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Snapped it, and he has to have it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. To the air, it's McKenzie. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it way down the field. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Looking left. Makes the grab. It's Green. Steps out at the 34. And big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll send out the kicker here. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side. 51 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking for running room. Nice move to keep running. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Oregon, taking on the number 14 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And now over to your game at Alumni Stadium. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half.
The Eagles will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Keeps it himself and gets to first. Turning it on. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Caught in the backfield, it's Boggs. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Long way to go on second down. From the gun. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. He's up to 90 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Sends it downfield. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Just feeds the running back. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. Boston College right back to the line. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Finds his big tight end. Crosses to 30. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Green. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this.
Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Eagles. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation if they were expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Couldn't set his feet.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds us back in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Straight ahead, it's Dickens. Still running at the 40. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. They'll ride the hot hand. Jukes his way for more. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickens. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. This game is a virtual wrap as we take a look at the top 12 scoreboard for Week 10. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Might as well give it to him again.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Moves the pocket. It's Daniels. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on fourth down. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to take it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, on the Eagles sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on second down. Makes the grab. Gain of 9 on that one. Third down and short. He needs a yard. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's third and short. Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Looks it in. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They want to run it left here. He's past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Seminoles are rolling down the field. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra 1st downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the 1st down.
Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Sells to fake. Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. BC uses the timeout here at 2nd of the half. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. The screen, and watch out. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And, guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Down he goes.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And they'll push that lead out a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's McKenzie. Left side, it's Green.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
2nd down to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Just barely got rid of it.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively.
They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Got to make the play on fourth. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first.
Brings it in down the left side. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Rush right in his face. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to throwing. They've got to go a long way. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. After this, it'll be a wrap. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. After the